Hello again, Dr. Greg Alexander with the Pediatric Office of the Future videocast series, joined today by Greg Anderson, who is the Chief Information Officer with Connection Software. They're the makers of a very pediatric-friendly product, an electronic health record called Office Practicum. So Greg, first of all, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having us today.
Yeah, and we're also very excited to have you joining us this year in the Office of the Future. You're working with Novartis, a special grant from Novartis, to help demonstrate something that is probably going to be very useful for lots and lots of pediatricians out there. So why don't I just kind of turn you loose and let you describe to the listeners what it is they might learn about if they stop by and see what Office Practicum is up to this year at the Office of the Future.
Sure. So what we were asked to do as part of the grant was to demonstrate how barcoding might work with vaccines. It's used in hospitals today for medications, things like that, but it hasn't been used much in the clinical setting as far as administrations of vaccines in pediatric offices. And there's some goals to improve patient safety, improve the efficiency of the office, improve tracking of vaccines submitted to immunization registries. And so what we're going to demonstrate is how the nursing staff, typically at an office, can use barcoding in two ways. One is to manage their inventory, so as they receive new shipments of vaccines, they can properly record all the details of the vaccines. And then as the nurses receive orders to give the vaccines, they would use the barcoding to actually tray up the vaccines as they're giving them to the patient. So I actually brought along what one of the sample guns would look like. It's pretty simple. It's handheld, or you can keep it in a stand. And at the time a new shipment arrives, you just pull out one of the boxes, you start a new lot of inventory, you scan the label on the box. System is smart enough to know, based on the NDC code, who manufactured the vaccine, what product is inside the box. So with current vaccine barcodes, the nurse typically needs to add the lot number and the expiration date manually. One of the things we're going to demonstrate, although it is not available now, but will be over the next year or so, the manufacturers and the FDA are working on a specification for two-dimensional barcodes. And in that case, that code will include not just an NDC number, but the lot number and the expiration date. So there will be no transcription of data whatsoever from the box. One shot of the barcode will tell you everything you need to know about what's inside the product, what needs to be reported down the line to the CDC, people like that. And that should greatly enhance both accuracy of the data being transmitted as well as the efficiency of the process, because when you take something out of the refrigerator, you'll wave it under the barcode scanner. The system will know for certain which lot you're using, and then the nurse simply draws it and prepares it for the patient. So benefits on both sides of the equation, both from a safety and just from making the workflow of your office more efficient.
Excellent. Boy, stuff we could probably all use.
Yes.
Greg, thanks so much. We're really excited to have you guys joining us this year, and I appreciate you taking time to talk with me here today as well.
Great. We'll see you in Boston.
Absolutely. And once again, this is Dr. Greg Alexander for the Pediatric Office of the Future videocast series.